could just do the intro.
Uh, Welcome back to the Twist MMA podcast. Today I'm with Scrappers and Focused. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Hey, what's up, brother?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm guessing you both watched the UFC last night, yeah, or yesterday morning.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah,
It was
of
a little. It was
course.
a little early.
Yeah, man. What you make of it?
I didn't know what to do with
Um.
my day afterward, to be honest.
What? Did you take the day off
Yeah,
work
dude.
for UFC?
Yeah, it was done by like 1 o'clock or something. So I still had the whole day.
Yeah, fuck. No, mine started at like 5 o'clock, and then Chelsea were playing. So I was like, I had it on my phone, and then I had the Chelsea game on my TV. So I was like
Oh shit.
multitasking. I missed good fights, so I know I did.
Yeah, I missed who was it? That Castro, the Castro when he got knocked out. I
Nah,
missed
I
that.
seen that. I seen that. Wait, did you
Was
predicted
what?
that focus, didn't you?
Uh. No, not on fight picks because I woke up about 8 minutes before the fight started. And like I'd always do my fight picks about last minute, and
Okay.
so I got through three of them, and then fight picks locked it.
Mm.
So yeah, tough day.
Which made Kevin Holland, man.
He's
Um.
good, but he needs to work on that wrestling. It's kind of
Yeah.
ridiculous. I mean, it was a short turnaround though, so you can't give him too much shit about it. But
I,
and he did seem like he was aware of it. He was definitely trying to keep it on the feet. But
I would say this fight was a lot less frustrating than to watch than the last one because like in the last one he was like talking to Khabib, he was doing all this shit, he was still talking. But then in this one, it seemed like he was actually making concerted efforts to like not just sit and guard for
Yeah,
25 minutes.
there was no
Like he
focus.
was trying to get up.
yeah, he was
But
frustrated for the like. You could tell he did not want to be on the ground. It was definitely a conscious effort to get up the entire fight.
Yeah, for sure. I felt like he rocked him as well in like the fifth round. It looked like Vittori dropped.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah,
I don't know if he dropped him, but he got him with the good. It was like a 1-2. He just threw a 1-2 twice and he cracked him.
yeah,
I think
man.
Vittori definitely has holes in his defense. Like I think that was like his first 5 round fight in the UFC, if I'm not mistaken. So like
No,
his gas tank
Hermanson.
really.
He
Oh yeah,
fought
the Hermanson
Hermanson.
fight.
Yeah.
That's right. That's
It,
right.
this is
I
a
just felt like he was fading.
this is a completely off topic, but how do y'all feel about communism?
Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't know what the hell. Yesterday was funny with the whole argument, but today to see it like it really blew up.
You're
So
angry, aren't you?
I'm
Everything
not
I
even.
see on Twitter is just you're so angry.
Hey man, I don't like. I don't even know if to say if it's the government successfully brainwashed me as a child or I really believe in it, but I don't fuck with communism or socialism. Like I just don't. I've there's been times where I thought maybe when I was younger that stuff like that could be better for everyone, but now that I have ideas and you see how everybody else does it and how they make their money, it's really it's just a competition, and I don't know, and it's more than just the economic situation. Like people will take that change of government or whatever and they'll put people in power, and it's never just about everybody getting equality, because I don't see why any rich person's going to want to have the same as a poor person. Like that just doesn't make any sense. But regardless, that's kind of getting off topic even more. But a lot of it's just like, dude, like
So so
I don't know, people
so
calling it racist and whatnot.
you're up for Rose then, eh?
Now I am. Like to be honest, I never, dude. She broke my heart when she knocked out Joanna. That's like my girl
Yeah.
right there. So when that happened, I was kind of like off the Rose train after that, and then she got dropped on her head, and I was like, all right, we're cool now. But then she said that, and like, dude, I'm not really like how Colby gets too like crazy into politics. I don't really care. But if people are gonna try and bash her and call her racist because she said some stupid thing about communism, like, dude, I've said fuck communism plenty of times, and it has nothing to do with
Yeah, but do you think she should have brought it
Eh,
up? Like, I mean, to be fair, Zhang Weili
I
had
mean,
nothing
look,
to do with it. Has nothing to do with the way
as
her
long
punches run.
no, yeah. To be honest, um, that was like a jab. Like if somebody's saying it like that, like to just come out of nowhere and say better dead than red. But I don't think that like I still there is a sense of I guess there is a sense of hate there because when you think about the U.S. and the fact that we did have wars over there, and like the communism, that whole idea of communism is because of the wars. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, so I mean, I guess like it was uncalled for to say the least, but I wouldn't call it racist. I would still say it's borderline though. Like if we're gonna go that far, I guess it's borderline racist because then you can start going to those. It just connects to those other
It's cancel culture,
what
right?
is it? No, not the cancel culture. It connects to those other what like slurs. Those other slurs that would be said back then, I guess, during like what was it, the Vietnam War and stuff like that.
Mm.
So I guess that's kind of like offensive to say something like that. Better dead than red. But at the end of the day, like there's also the real belief behind like freedom, which is that we'd rather die than be oppressed or living in any type of, I don't want to say bondage or anything, because it's not necessarily slavery, but that's really that's like a core belief in America. It's the freedom to, pursue the happiness and whatnot. So you take that away, I don't know. That's where that kind of whole patriotism comes out and whatnot. But it's really, yeah, it's really just, I don't know. She's playing it close to the chest to say the least, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, she obviously is because everyone's calling her racist now, but I think that's still just ridiculous.
No, it's ridiculous. I think to call her racist. It's not racist, but it's I mean, it definitely doesn't need to be said, right?
Yeah. Like, what is she gonna say next? Like, like I don't even know. Fuck this commie.
I
Like
seen a thing as well. Someone was calling Dustin, or not Dustin, Kobe Covington racist. I don't think Kobe Covington's a racist. I mean, I think the guy definitely is a
I
controversial
don't think
figure,
so
but
either.
I don't think he's racist.
But he plays that game. He actually does play that game. Like
Yeah.
the shit he said, I can't even repeat it because I'm like, damn, bro. Like, wait up. The Brazilian shit, I thought that was just kind of like disrespectful, But like when he said that shit about Usman and the smoke signals, I was like, bro, did you fucking really like? I couldn't believe that he said that. I was like, damn. Like I was like, this was just a fucking. That was wild. But other than that, like I don't think he has like if you were to spend time with him, I doubt the dude's like hating on anybody because of their race or anything like that. I think he probably don't even care.
That's definitely just an act. Kobe Covington is an act. There's no other way about him, man. He's definitely not like that in real life. I don't believe so. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't think so. Especially when I see him interact with his fans, he seems very genuine with them.
Do you think he should fight, or do you think he should wait until Kamaru Jorge is over?
Well, he's fucked now. And who's he gonna fight? WB's fighting Burns.
Shit, yeah.
So he don't have a fight. There's nobody. If I'm him, I don't want to fight anybody. Oh, except Leon Edwards. But that's
Nate
a
Diaz.
tough fight. But I mean,
Nate Diaz.
oh
Leon
wait,
Edwards,
shit.
yeah.
So yeah, he fucked himself, dude. He really fucked himself. He should have took that Nate fight. I think Leon's smart as fuck for that. I don't know how he got that. Like that shit.
Money as well. A lot of money for that.
Yeah, he's gonna. I mean, I don't know what his contract's like or what, but I would assume he'd be getting at least some kind of pay bump for that fight. Maybe $100K or something.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's a pay-per-view card, right? And it's the first ever 5-round non-title fight or co-main event. So.
Oh shit! Yeah, so hopefully. Oh yeah, and with Nate, he definitely gets a pay-per-view share. But like I said, I'm not sure on what Leon gets. Maybe they're just gonna give him a flat $500K. Hopefully, I don't know what that fool makes, to be honest.
I don't like Leon Edwards.
But I don't really like him, but he showed out his last fight. I'm like, dude, he's continuously improving, which is when you see that, it's hard to deny it. You know.
Well, I mean, you couldn't really tell that he was improved, right? I mean, the fight was only what, like a few rounds in before it got stopped.
Yeah, but I mean, just seeing where I've seen Bilal is, and then seeing what he was doing to him, like his power, Bilal didn't want anything to do with the exchanges. He was winning. What I did see was that his grappling still, he's still gonna lose to Colby or Usman in that grappling department. But like his shots, he's making his shots count. Like you don't want to exchange with Leon and take 3 or 4 shots. Like you could literally lose the fight in those 3 or 4 shots. Whereas somebody like Bilal's not finishing you in 3 or 4 shots. Like that's just not gonna fucking happen. You have these specific dudes with power and like precision like that. Like Masvidal, even Masvidal. I don't know if he has that's like the power that Leon carries in there. I'm like, dude, this shit. I never really paid attention to him.
Masvidal's
And
very
see it
overrated.
firsthand. Masvidal, I don't want to say he's overrated because what has he done that like what's the rate on him? Everybody calls him a shithead now, so
Yeah, everyone calls him a shithead now, but a lot of people, there's still a lot of people saying that he can beat Kamaru, and I don't see it happening at all.
Look at if Usman tries to, I'm telling you, man, if Usman tries to go in there and box with him the way he did with Burns and how he got hurt with Burns, the difference with Burns is Burns actually has some explosive power. Like I don't think he had that at 155. At 170, you don't want to exchange with him at all. Like he's rocking pretty much everybody in every exchange and in every fight. Tyron tried to get in the pocket with him, got rocked. Damian Maia couldn't even enter the pocket. He just got knocked out with that short check hook. And then Usman tried to go in there, and then he fucking face planted. So it's like that's like instant power right there. But I don't think Masvidal has that. But the difference is, I don't know, like just the way he
sloppy. I feel
he's not. I don't feel he's sloppy. I feel he's it's just that style. He's got a scrapper style, but he's very aware. Like if you notice his head movement and the way he slips and like pulls and counters and feints, everything he's doing, he's very aware of like his boxing. He does get. I can see the sloppiness. Like sometimes he'll do some things that are sloppy, but the technique, it's pretty precise. Like he's got very straight shots, a lot of feints, and even like the way he knocked out Darren, that punch from some other fighters that might have thrown that punch, it might have just been like a reflex or something that just came up that way. Whereas if you've seen him talk about it, he said that he knew he was going to catch Darren off guard with that punch because he rarely throws it, and he had caught him with it earlier in the fight. And then so next thing you know, he does like this little feint, and then he throws it's like an awkward overhand left that he kind of leaps forward with. But then when we see the video of him doing training Jake Paul, he's teaching him the exact same move. And I'm like, dude, that's pretty high level striking or boxing at least.
Yeah, 100%.
And it was past Darren Till, and that's why I'm like, Usman's probably gotten better at striking. Maybe he could strike with like Leon Edwards and some exchanges, but again, like I said, Leon actually has more power. So I don't know. I just think a long, drawn out stand-up battle with Masvidal where you're not continuously trying to take him down or smother him or do things like that, like he's going to make you pay. And eventually, like we've seen Usman get hurt, not like incredibly. I'm not trying to question his chin. I'm not calling him chinny or anything, but like he got hurt against Colby just a little bit, and then he definitely got wobbled against Burns. So,
what's your prediction what's your full prediction for the fight? Like, who do you think wins?
Usman's for this one that's coming up.
Yeah, Usman.
I honestly, I kind of see it maybe how yesterday, kind of similar to yesterday, Marvin versus Izzy. You know, like Marvin showed some good striking in there. He was actually, I called Holland Izzy, my bad. Marvin versus Holland. I just smoked a joint, dude, and it's fucking. That's why I'm like I'm going on a tangent. I'm going on a tangent right now. I'm like, dude, this shit's hitting me. Yeah, but like basically, Marvin's boxing yesterday. Like we all thought if Holland and him exchanged immediately, Holland was just going to be piecing him up, but that wasn't the case. Like Holland's coming at Marvin, and Marvin was actually slipping. Like he was pulling. And then, like, I don't know if I'm pretty sure he's orthodox. He was countering Holland's like jab with a straight right, and like that's just something that he's been going over and drilling and training, and he's been doing it more than Holland, obviously because he was able to do it, and that probably goes more so to Holland being like a kung fu artist, whereas Marvin's probably just practicing traditional boxing, and that's what he was getting him on that slip. But then look at what happened when Holland finally got fucking like pissed and he didn't want to put up with that shit anymore at the end. And he just started throwing those hands the way he does when he's dangerous, and the speed and the accuracy on his punches immediately it showed. Marvin got hurt and had to go for a takedown immediately. And like I was kind of bashing him yesterday for fighting that way, but he did what he needed to do. And to be honest, he did stand with Holland a lot more than Derek Brunson was. And so he gave I definitely feel like he gave Holland a shot in there to do some damage, but he's not going to lose the fight just because of his ego. But I feel like that's what Usman might do. He's going to try and stand with George a little bit just so he can say, all right, I gave him his shots. I gave him a chance. And I don't think George has that, like that spark, like that touch of death, to where he's just going to sleep Usman in one of those exchanges instantly. I think he might end up rocking Usman, and then Usman's going to go straight to that wrestling. If George has been, I don't know, drilling with fucking, I don't know who he would be drilling with, but if he's got that wrestling to that point where he can keep it on the feet, then it's going to be a completely different fight. But I don't know if he can do that. He's shown that when he gets taken down a lot of times, instead of sprawling, he'll just pull guard, which is fucking, that shit just triggers me.
Holland.
But
that's all Holland was doing though, right? Against Brunson, all he was doing was pulling guard.
yeah, he was pulling guard, but that's just because those guys are they've probably been training in jiu-jitsu and grappling and whatnot before that wrestling. They don't have that wrestling base, so that's what their go-to is. Whereas wrestlers always going to try and sprawl or scramble or get back up.
Yeah.
So they'll even try to transition or take the other person down. You know what I mean? Get the win that way. So I don't know if George is going to do. If George actually tries to fight in that way, like I said, the fight would be a different fight. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're just going to have a few exchanges. Usman just probably wants to touch him up a little bit. I'm thinking more like a GSP approach. Hit him with the jab, maybe a straight, and then go for the takedown. And I think he's going to try and mix it up so that there's not this whole bullshit narrative on his fighting style that he's boring or he's a crotch sniffer or he just foot stomp or whatever. So I think he just wants to kind of clear his name, but I still think that his game plan is going to be too much for George, and it's going to be it'll probably be a little bit closer because George has obviously been drilling now, and they've both been working to fight each other. They fought each other before. They know the strength of each other and the range of each other and stuff like that. So it's still going to be an interesting fight. I think people are tripping to think it's going to be as boring as the first one. I think it's going to be a lot better. George probably will get like a round, maybe 2 rounds.
Yeah.
But I think it's still going to be Usman. Just he's the better mixed martial artist when it comes skill for skill. George is just above him in that one aspect of striking, but Usman's pretty much better everywhere else. So,
What?
I mean, George does have slick submissions too. So, but we rarely see that, and I don't see Usman getting fucking choked out or anything like that. So,
never.
Yeah.
But
I feel like the first 6 minutes of this fight will feel like the first 3 minutes of their first fight, like where George had a gas tank. Kamaru was willing to strike with him. George looked like he was threatening to stop the takedowns, and then I think George is just going to slowly fade away, and I think it's going to look exactly like the first fight.
I don't think so.
That's possible.
Yeah,
possible.
Man, Usman's gonna knock George out in the third round.
That shit would be
That's-
so
This is
crazy.
recorded.
crazy.
This is recorded, man. I'll put money on that.
See,
Usman's
you'd be
gonna knock
making
him.
these wild takes that are
This is
like
not a wild
insane,
take,
right?
man.
Like DJ is gonna get knocked out this fight.
Hey,
or Kevin
you said
Holland's
that?
gonna win yesterday.
Yeah, I said that.
He said
Did you
that.
say that?
I said that.
Oh, that's
Okay, we gotta hear me out. You gotta
sick.
hear me out. He says these things, and like nobody's gonna make fun of him if he's wrong.
Look at
Because
the
it's a
fight picks,
ridiculous take. It's like insane.
Look at the
Like
fight
to say
picks,
DJ's gonna get
man.
knocked out by
Get
a
out of here.
one championship journeyman. He says he's gonna
He's
get
a
knocked
journeyman. He's a
out.
champion.
That's
How's he journeyman?
insane.
He's a champion. He's not a
Damn.
journeyman.
Hey, he got you there though. That was the champion.
Yeah, it was the
I mean,
champion.
all right.
He's so much
All right,
bigger
it's
than
a
him. There was
it's
no
a journeyman
way DJ was
organization.
gonna
I'm gonna
beat
say that it's a journeyman organization.
Damn, just read off the whole organization.
Sorry to any one championship exclusive fans listening to the pod, but
Shit.
journeyman organization.
Yeah,
I
nah.
don't know.
So he
I think
says this
one,
wild shit, and then if he's wrong, no one says anything.
but when he's right, it
But when
pays
he's
off.
right, you never hear the end.
When
of
am I
it.
wrong?
Ever.
When am I wrong?
Ever.
Did you call the
Yesterday.
calf kick on Dustin?
Nah, I didn't, right? But listen, I actually felt like when I woke up that morning, I felt like Dustin was going to win. I didn't want to say it or anything, but I felt it, man.
You know what's fucked up? Somebody actually predicted that exact finish, I believe. It was one of those sugar accounts. I don't know if it was the Sugar
I
Bible.
don't like the sugar accounts. I don't like any of them. I like Sean O'Malley, but I don't like their accounts.
I fuck with some of them. But he called it. He was like, I think Dustin's gonna target the calf kick, limit Connor's movement, and then he was like, and then TKO him. And that's what he literally said that. And I was like, why the fuck did you just speak that into existence? And he said, sorry, bro. And then sure enough,
It's his fault.
it
Man.
happened.
It's all his fault, man.
Pretty much.
Time to
Yeah,
dox
Dustin read that.
What was I gonna? I was gonna say something. I sort of forget. Oh yeah, check my fight picks yesterday. Check my fight picks yesterday. Talking shit, man. I pick most of what I pick is right. There's no way.
See,
look,
I think I had a higher score than you, and I missed 5 of the picks. So
you
like,
did not
I think
have a higher
that
score than me yesterday. Did you? Please don't tell me
I
you had a
might
higher
have.
score than me. Oh no, no, I don't want to talk shit now and then just be fucking. Let me check. Did you do
I
the
mean,
picks,
half the
Scrappers?
time I talk shit, I'll be wrong.
No, I never even I never do those. I still haven't really got to doing it.
Right, man,
What do you have to do? You have to make an account and then you just go on there and start making picks.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
join the league and then you make picks.
Oh, your buddy finished first, didn't he? Jerkface MMA. Oh,
Yeah,
he
I
did
got
get
him
more
picked
points
up.
than me. Yo, fuck.
I missed 5 fights and I still got more points than you.
He has
Damn.
some good picks in there. You got
Did
everything
you have
right
like
that you
underdogs
picked.
or what?
Yeah, but here, listen.
Everything I picked was right.
Yeah, well, I mean, you know, you were just going off on a limb, and if you were wrong, no one would have said anything. You know what I mean?
No.
Yes.
See, you're describing your own strategy to
No,
anything.
it's not a strategy, man. This is what I
You
feel.
did.
This is what
No,
it's
it's not
recorded,
what
man.
I
Make
feel.
fun of me.
It's
Make
literally
fun of
a
me when
strategy.
if it doesn't happen. But
No, but if I
Usman's-
make fun of you, you're
Usman's-
like, oh yeah, like
Usman's gonna knock
that's
out
insane.
Jorge. It's not insane. It's gonna happen. Usman's gonna
That
knock
is
out Jorge
insane.
in the
That
third
is
round.
insane.
It's gonna happen.
Dude, it's
Hey,
gonna take like a bus running over George Masvidal to knock him out.
Hey,
No, it's
actually,
not.
you know what? Maybe a TKO, but yeah, George is pretty hard to knock out. Now
Or
that I'm thinking
TKO,
about
okay,
that.
TKO, KO, TKO, whichever one. It's gonna happen, man.
He's not finishing.
He's gonna
him.
embarrass him.
Masvidal's
He's gonna
not going
embarrass him.
anywhere.
He's gonna
He's
embarrass
gonna embarrass
Masvidal.
him. He's gonna embarrass him by manhandling.
George-
No, that's
Taking
not
wherever he
embarrassing though,
wants.
because people could just say, "Oh, he didn't even let Jorge show his skills, man." He's gonna go in there and he's gonna
If a
knock him
grown
out.
man that weighs in at the same weight as you the day before goes around and drags you around the cage for 15 minutes, that's pretty embarrassing.
Yeah, but how many casuals are gonna be watching this?
Hey, at least 15,000. I'll tell you that much in person.
Ex-
That I know.
Exactly.
I can't wait till they have a fight over in Vegas. I want to go.
I feel like they're going with the full crowd a little too early. I think if they held off for like 2 more months,
Well, it's
I think-
Florida. Florida's gonna do that shit anyways, you know.
I think the public opinion will be a little bit more behind it. if
Yeah,
they're
definitely.
willing to go. But I also think it's a little ridiculous that like they're willing to go right now with full fans when it's still pretty dangerous. I mean, the vaccine rollout's going well, but it doesn't feel great in my
It's
opinion.
it's going out well, but a lot of people are still fucking not trying to take it or anything. And
Yeah, they're
with that
hesitant.
happening, that's like there's still gonna be room for error, you know, and there's still gonna be the virus lingering because
Yeah, but like
not everybody has the vaccine, and that's why the full capacity could end up fucking everything up again. So I definitely agree, but
do you guys remember that fight night that was supposed to happen after the Brazil card, after the Oliveira Kevin Lee card, and then they were going to like some like Indian reserve in California where they didn't have any like regulations. I forget the name of the arena, but and like the governor of California called Disney, who runs ESPN, who televised the UFC, and said shut this down. And ESPN was immediately ready to shut it down. But then they won't shut this down.
Yeah.
Like it feels hypocritical. It feels hypocritical.
The governor of Florida don't give a shit.
Yeah, but I feel like Disney puts out this image that they're like this great company, you know, for everybody, when in reality we all know they aren't, and they just care about the money, right?
Yeah, that's 100%. The truth.
So like for their image, it might be a smarter thing to like say like Dana, chill out, give it until June.
Yeah.
But instead they want to line their pockets.
But Dana's the man who saves sports.
I feel like we're going to see a lot more sports organizations pack out stadiums now as soon as UFC does it.
Well, I mean, nobody's talking about the WWE had 25,000 people in an arena last night. Nobody's talking about that.
Wait, what? They had 25,000 people?
Yeah, they had 25,000 people at an outdoor stadium. I'll say that, so it might make it a little better. But
yeah, but
they had 25,000 people at WrestleMania.
Yeah, WrestleMania is always
still
outdoor.
Right next.
That's a shit ton of people.
It's been indoor before, I think.
Has it?
Yeah.
WrestleMania has been indoor before, but this one's outdoor. But it's also been outdoor before when there was no COVID.
Yeah. They switch it up, yeah.
Oh, right. I don't like any of that WWE shit, to be honest. I think it's a load of shit.
I used to watch it when I was a kid.
Yeah, I watched it when I was a kid.
You watch the story, yeah. It's kind of weird now. But maybe, you know, I'm just older and I just see it as cringe.
Yeah. I think you have to be a very particular type of adult to like follow all of it and be like crazy in depth like we are with UFC. Yeah, a very weird particular individual.
DC.
Man, you know, I was trying to get into Ariel Hawani's Twitter spaces last night, and fucker kept choosing everyone else besides me. Oh, it was a load of shit, man.
Dude, the Twitter spaces with him and Darren Till are the best things I've ever listened to.
Yeah, they're funny, man. Here, everyone should just go into the Twitter spaces out of the mansion and just try to get in.
I don't even know what the fuck that is, Twitter space. What is it?
It's like you know when you're on your Twitter feed and you see like the purple stuff up beside the stories.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Twitter Spaces, and basically Twitter Spaces is they can drag you in and they can talk to you for like 5 minutes, and then you can talk to them.
It's basically a Discord call that everyone can hear. So like if we were talking right now, like we're in Discord, if we're talking on Twitter Spaces, we could be doing this and people could be listening to us like live.
Yeah.
It's kind of like IG Live, right?
Yeah. Sort of
basically, without the video. And no comments.
Oh, okay. Oh, just the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, so like Discord, that's cool.
Yeah,
I wish Twitter had like a private like audio like call within a DM. So like we could I'm kind of a tank for talking through that, but regardless, I wish they had an audio specific for like the mansion. So like we're having an argument about communism last night, right? We just slide over. We're in the voice chat screaming at each other.
Dude, that would be fucking lit.
I'm 100% down for this. Like, then you have to herd everybody over to the Discord. You start calling people out by name. Discord, go. And then like 1 out of 8 people you ask come over to Discord.
Wait, what do you mean? Man, I got completely lost there. What do you mean?
I want Twitter to have like a in-app Discord type audio service for DMs. So like we slide over in the Twitter app and we can talk without other people listening to us. So we don't have to herd everybody over to Discord.
Every single other app has that anyway. So like, I mean, does it really matter? It's just gonna become basic, like every single other app. Like, remember Snapchat didn't
I
used
just
to.
want
Remember Snapchat
convenience.
was just snaps and snaps only. That's when Snapchat was good. Snapchat's a piece of shit now.
Dude, have you been seeing the TikToks of people just getting paid from posting Snapchats?
No.
Like they the spotlights like on your map on the Snap app on the Snap map. You can click on them and then like people's
Oh
Snapchats
yeah.
come up from that location. Apparently, you get paid if people look at those.
Hardly.
Really?
Some dude got like 7K because like 40 million people viewed it or some shit.
Hey. Might put Page
So-
Ramazan's video. What? What?
Free money glitch happened.
It's happening. Yeah. So, what about Mike Perry? What you think of him last night?
Feel bad for him.
He's
I feel bad
tough.
for him too.
He's
He's
tough,
man.
dude, but he's regressed like so much. He lost so much technique. It's weird to see like.
He looked a bit fat.
Mhm. You look fat.
Like
Yeah.
I feel like he's in better shape than he has been.
Nah, I
Nah,
feel like he was
I thought he looked good.
His
I
last
thought he looked
fight,
good. I think
His last fight, he
his
looked good.
defense is terrible. His defense is really bad.
Yeah, no head movement. He's getting punched in the face, man.
I don't know if it's head movement. Like
No,
on the most basic need, you need to block, and he's just not doing that either. His hands are just wide open.
Yeah, but he took so many breaks from having like striking coaches. Like people don't understand. You have to be hit pads like day in and day out. Like it's one of those things that if you're not always on it, you'll lose your reflexes for it. Sorry.
Yeah, nah. I think he does train though. I do think he does train a lot. I don't know, man. The guy just
I think he's a hard worker. I'm pulling for him. Like everybody's pulling for him, but I also think we need to acknowledge how good D-Rod is. I think that's
dude. Yeah, D-Rod's. Yeah, you know what?
He's
Damn.
34
Okay,
though, right?
this one. You just fucking. All right, flip the switch on us right there. You know what? I didn't even think about that. D-Rod.
I don't think D-Rod's a bum.
No, yeah, that's basically. But that's kind of where the narrative is going. Like, oh, you got your ass beat, and it's like, wait the fuck up. You wouldn't be saying that to Calvin Kattar after he got his ass beat by Max Holloway. It's like, how good is Max Holloway, not how shitty is
Calvin Kattar.
You know what I mean?
I also think like shit talking Mike Perry and like saying he's ass and all this, which I think we can all agree he's not the best. I think that takes away from what D-Rod does. I think that takes away from the hard work he puts in.
It's gonna be
but it's hard to. It's hard to beat Mike Perry though. It ain't easy to beat Mike Perry. You know what I mean? Like
no, he doesn't go. He's not gonna go away.
Who did he fight his last fight?
I don't even know. I remember
I'll pull up
watching
his apology.
It was Tim Means or
it was Mickey Gall before the last one. He won.
it
was Tim Means.
That's the one he had his girlfriend in the corner for, right? I know he had her yesterday.
Mickey Gall was the girlfriend.
Yeah. He lost to Tim Means?
Yeah, he lost to Tim Means. But people like
that was a close fight though. Like if I remember correctly. And
I think D-Rod is a level above Tim Means for sure too.
So you see, you just made a perfect point. That's really all it is. That D-Rod's probably going to go and start fighting. Yeah. So D-Rod.
I think D-Rod wins one more fight against a decent name, and then he's fighting ranked opponents.
That's exactly what I was getting at. I think he's going to start fighting those top dudes next. And he even said that yesterday. I didn't know that the last fight was some type of short notice or what, because he definitely looked like a different fighter in there. He was more composed. The head movement was really there, whereas the last time he was kind of just going and tried to win exchanges, and he was losing. So,
oh yeah, he was supposed to fight Robbie Lawler. Remember?
Was he really?
Yeah, and then that got canceled, and then Tim Means stepped in.
I want to see Nick Diaz, Robbie Lawler. That's all I want to see. That's all I want to see, man.
I don't know.
Why not?
I want to see Nate Diaz, Vicente Luque.
You hate Nate Diaz,
man. Vicente Luque would make bits of Nate Diaz.
Dude, I'm waiting for him to start fighting top 5 dudes, man.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, right? He just fought T-Wood, but is T-Wood even top 5 anymore?
Nah, he's not.
No.
Although he did give him a good run for his money.
Yeah, he landed like a couple strikes, huh?
Yeah, yeah.
He came out and he was aggressive. Like he took the middle of the octagon right away. And also, can we talk about how Mike Perry beat Paul Felder at some point?